Hi, I'm Kevin D. I'm the designer at EVERGOODS. I'm going to just go through the features of our MPL 30 mountain panel loader 30 liter. This is EVERGOODS kind of outdoor adventure bag. It's one of our first kind of flagship products. It's back on its third kind of revision, and I think this is our best version yet. Let's take a look at it. We'll just start on the outside. This bag has two really large stretch pockets, one on each side. These pockets are sized to fit 1 liter water bottle. They're also a great place to throw gloves, hat, what have you. Down in the lower corners of the pockets, we left tiny little cutouts. So if pine needles, wet gloves, water, dirt and debris can just kind of passively exit from those pockets. You'll also notice on the outside there's compression straps. So you can crank this bag down and compress it. If there's not a lot of load in it, it just gets a little bit skinnier. Also, we've left these straps on the outside of the main zipper line. So even when the straps are in use, you can still access all the pockets of the backpack. So 2 sets of straps on each side. Additionally, there is plenty of strap in here. We put some little elastic keepers on the ends. These just flop over, and there's plenty of strap inside here. So if you wanted to put skis or a camping pad or what have you in here, plenty of strap here. And then you can dial this down. This just rolls up. And then this elastic just flips over the top. So it just keeps the strap tidy and out of the way if you're that kind of user. There's a handle on the side of the bag, so you can pick it up this way just for moving it around camp from here to there. There's a similar handle at the top, so you can handle it this way just for dragging the bag around wherever you need it to be. Let's look at some of these pockets. Right on the top here, there's a nice big kind of dome-shaped lid pocket. This is a great place to put fragile items, things you want to get at kind of quickly. I've got some ski goggles in here right now, just keeping them up top to keep them from getting crushed. There's also a headlamp in here, so I can get at that nice and quick. Additionally, there's a key leash inside. Got the truck key here, so it's at the ready, but I'm not going to lose it. So, nice top pocket. It's got its own separate volume. And actually the bottom panel, it has a little extra fabric pattern into it. So if the load on the inside of the bag is large, the bottom can come up a bit and share some of that space. Or if you're somebody that really likes to load up this top pocket, it can drop down a little bit and take a little more volume in the top. Just below that, we've got this front panel pocket. This is, again, just another good accessory pocket. In here right now, I've just got a set of climbing skins for ski touring. Again, a great place to stash gloves, maybe a light layer if you have one. And similar to these side pockets, there are little cutouts at the bottom. So if you're putting, like snowy climbing skins, some dirty gloves, whatever, all that moisture and debris can just exit passively. So its own dedicated volume, fantastic pocket. Access to the main body of the bag is this U-zip that runs the whole way. That's the panel in mountain panel loader. This is a nice zipper, gives you a lot of options. You can throw this bag on its side and just kind of open it this way. You can get in on the side on this direction. You could also, from the upright position, just sort of zip around the top and flop the lid open to get open this way. And of course, you can unzip the entire thing and see all the contents of the whole bag right away. This is a nice way to easily kind of take inventory, see what you have, pack, sort things around, and just mess with your gear like this. So inside this panel, starting at the top, we've got this opaque security pocket. It's kind of a flat pocket, and it's just for little essentials. I've got a bar in case I'm hungry. We got the chapstick. There's like a Leatherman multi-tool, just if I need tools or repair. So just sort of a flat, flat pocket that's secure and keeps things out of the way, but at the ready. Just below that, there's this mesh pocket. Mesh so you can see through it. I've got a couple of ski straps in here, just if I needed to lash something together. A little bit harder to see, but up top there's a little sleeve inside here. I like to keep just a tiny little, like a first aid kit. It's just a little boo-boo kit. This is also sized, it would fit like a cell phone or a passport. It's just a way to keep this big mesh pocket just a little more organized. And it keeps this thing up high, so all the rest of the junk kind of falls to the bottom. If you had a cell phone or a device or GPS or something, it can stay up top there. Inside of here, of course, is the main cavity of the bag. Let's just unpack it real quick and show you what's in here. I got puffy jacket, extra set of gloves, got snow probe, shovel handle, and lastly, in this stretch pocket, I've just got the shovel blade for my backcountry shovel. So yeah, this is just a simple stretch pocket. This is the mountain bag, but I know that we live in the 21st century, so this pocket also is sized to fit a laptop. It'll fit up to 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's just a simple stretch sleeve. It also has a really thin padding in between the layers, so that if you do have a computer or something else fragile, or even like this shovel blade, it can it'll either protect this item from other stuff banging around, or like the shovel blade, it'll protect other things from something sharp that you might put in there. In addition, I mean, the primary purpose of this pocket is as a bladder, water bladder, like a hydration pocket, and I'll show you how that system works. So first we've got our water bladder. It just drops into this stretch sleeve. There's also a tiny loop right here. If you've got a clip, or some of the bladders have a little clip, you can clip it together so that the bladder stays suspended when it starts to get empty. And then I'll show you how this hose routes. I'll just throw a jacket back in here so that the bag has a little bit of shape to it while we're working with it. This main zipper has little counter pulls at the bottom, so it's easy to zip up even if you have gloves on or if you're tired. Okay, so we've got our hose. Just take this hose and just go up and past the shoulder strap here. If you just kind of route this past the shoulder strap, there's these ports here. And if you just keep pushing this guy out, it just routes right out of these ports. So really low profile, it's right in line with the shoulder. Okay, let's put this thing on. Okay, works like so. Yep, comes right out of this port. These are low profile. If you don't use them, they're not in the way. There's no elastic, there's no Velcro to wear out, there's no moving parts. They're just kind of simple passive ports. You can draw this hose out, you can use it. To stow it, you can just shove it back up in there and it stows just fine. You could also, there's little anchors here for the sternum strap. You could use a piece of Velcro or one wrap to secure it here if you want. Some folks just throw it underneath the sternum strap. So this sternum strap is adjustable up and down. It's set up to draw from the right hand, but you can take it off and flip it around, so you can draw from the left hand if you prefer it that way. It's also removable if you don't like to use a sternum strap. So this is the same shoulder strap and harness that's on all of our bags. The straps are nice and contoured to the body. Also up high here at the shoulder, we've sort of built in a wedge. So it comes up over the shoulder, carries nice and high without a lot of straps and adjustments. It's patterned to move with the body and to fit the body. So you should be able to just put this bag on, cinch it here, and just go. Additionally, down here, we've added a waist belt because this is the mountain bag. So if you're doing something active, skiing, or just need to secure this to the body a little more, there's a waist belt here, but it is also removable. It's pretty simple, just webbing belt. There's a tri-glide at the end of here, so this just threads and comes off, and that's it. This belt, you can throw it inside the bag, keep it for later, or maybe you don't need or like to use a waist belt. It's removable, it's no problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the other side off so that we don't have to deal with it for the rest of the done. Okay. This product now on its third version features our new breathable back panel. We took a long time to develop this. It's highly air permeable, so basically what we've done is we've taken the foam that used to be inside here, which is totally non-porous, and we've replaced it with a really high, thick spacer mesh that has a lot of compression resistance. So it's kind of like a foam, but it's very air permeable. That spacer mesh is pretty abrasive on the back, so we've covered the whole thing with a 50 denier monofilament mesh. So this is a very open weave. It has super high air transfer, but it's 50D monofilament, so it's also very strong. It's very abrasion resistant. So this back panel is breathable, it's comfortable, and it's durable. So that is back here. And then we've done 2 layers of that 50D monofilament on the underside of the straps. So this new third version of this bag now features our breathable back panel. Behind this back panel, the structure of the bag has a HDPE plastic frame sheet with a pre-curved 7071 series aluminum stay. So this aluminum is super light and stiff, and you can bend it, but it's stiff and rigid. It'll flex a little bit and keep its shape. So it comes pre-curved, and I think it's quite comfortable. As a user, if you wanted to get in there and reshape it a little bit, you can do that also. But that gives this nice stability, and this bag carries really well even when it's heavy. Other materials involved here. The shell nylon is a 420 denier balanced woven nylon, and it is solution dyed now. That means that the plastic nylon is dyed way upstream at the polymer stage. So when it's still liquid plastic, it is dyed black. This saves water and energy and bypasses dyeing steps later on. So all the shell material is solution dyed. Also the zippers, the webbing, and a handful of other items, as much as we could get solution dyed, is solution dyed in black color. The lining of this bag is that light gray color. It also is a 420 denier balanced weave high tenacity nylon. So it's super strong, super robust. This is a nicer lining textile than you'll find on the outside of a lot of backpacks. The logo on the front of the bag, like all of our products, is this little square of loop Velcro that's embossed with our logo, and it accepts our high visibility and glow-in-the-dark patches. So you can add a little flair or style to your bag, differentiate your bag from other bags out there, or get a little extra visibility in low light. And this is our mountain panel loader 30 liter.